drive round. Check. Anyone hurt? No? Just me? Shoes were not made for aquatic adventures, so let's be quick about this. We're fighting now! Already? I was just getting warmed up. Must it be whoever's doing this to us? Dishevelled. How's about some ultra-violence? Not to interrupt your regularly scheduled wandering, but keep an eye out. Should we give him a chance to escape?
to.
I hope I'm wrong, but I believe we're being watched. I knew it. We're being attacked. You dark gate.
What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Back in here. There's nothing to see here.
Maybe we should take this as a chance to escape. I have no living to be this far. Out of every altercation I've had in my life, that was the most terrible.
you hear that?
Bother. Let me get my pistol. You're doomed. Reaper strikes. My old bones can't handle too much of this. Literally, I can feel them rattle. Bravo! They never saw it coming. Twice now we've passed that bush. Or am I imagining things?
Do you need medical assistance? Goodbye.
That facade there, it used to be periwinkle, I'm sure. Marco! Spotted. I do believe your behind belongs to me. Perhaps this is a sign to sheathe our swords. Let us fight them on the beaches.
Ever vigilant.
Hail, Sergeant. Technically, yes, though in reality it was a merging of many like-minded groups. It was a necessary reaction to the gentry. They've earned their position through valor, bravery, and merit. Each and every one. Our man of the ditch. I'd advise you to try him at his sport. I doubt you'll best him, but it'll sharpen you up. Merlin's been at my side for many years. Were it not for him, Camelot wouldn't exist. Percival is Camelot's eyes, ears, and mouthpiece. Without him, we are irrelevant. Bedivere is our strategist, a master logistician, invaluable. Our chief medical officer. She's indispensable, so don't bother her unless you're in need of medical attention. Dab hand with a blade, a soldier loyal. You'd do well to follow his lead. I was born in a village very far from here. Childbirth took my mother's life, and the scarcity that comes with isolation took my father's. I was 7 years old. The locals took care of me as best they could, but resources were tight. When a passing caravan came through the town, I snuck into one of the wagons. I still remember the look on the caravaner's face when he found me. Scared the shit out of him. He scared me, too. I'd never seen a ghoul before. His name was William Knight. He took pity on me. He turned my fear into love and my despair into hope. He showed me how to fight, the safe roads to take, the books to read, the people to trust, and warned me about those you couldn't. He had a saying from one of his books that always stuck with me. The ultimate hidden truth of the world is that it is something that we make, and could just as easily make differently. A great man. Without him, I wouldn't be alive, let alone where I am today. He goes by a different name these days. I suppose it is. But even in this smouldering wreckage of this place we call London, there is a sense that this was once a place of great importance. The golden age of humanity was built on the ideals supposedly held by the knights of old. Surely it's more silly to emulate those who destroyed civilization rather than those who built it. I'll tell you what I know. Fascists. Plain and simple. We share a common enemy, but they are not our friends. They're a disease that must be rooted out. Once upon a time, they were a serious force in London. And whilst that's not the case anymore, that doesn't mean they're not dangerous. A cornered animal will fight more desperately than one that is hunting. When the gentry don't want to get their hands dirty, that's when they send in the dogs. Frankly, nasty bastards. Avoid them if you can. You've seen them by now, surely. The snooty bastards that own anything worth anything in this city. The sooner they're removed, the sooner London can thrive. Farewell.
Patience is key, for the quest continues. Anything catch your eye? Take a look. Be more careful, there's a war on.
Ever vigilant.
Ah, there you are. Arthur told me of your arrival. I'd stand up to greet you, but I'm too busy with my work, as you can see. I am Percival, Head of Communications for Camelot. This is my personal office. Quite beautiful, no? What you see here is the result of hard work, perseverance, and my genius idea of stealing the BBM storage key after I quit my job. Now, whatever happens, we have got their bloody equipment and they have not. Words of encouragement, valiant speeches straight from Arthur's mouth, and near constant reminders of what the gentry has taken from us. Or, as the layman calls it, propaganda. Help, yes. Any assistance is much appreciated. You see, one of my duties is to keep in contact with all of the fractured factions in this great nation of ours. Partly to offer assistance, and partly to stop them from getting any bright ideas about assisting the other side. I've been in conversation with a strange tribe based in Brickton, and they are not happy with how these devious Tommies have been treating them. I, for one, can't stand to see oppression, especially when the oppressed have agreed to oust the Tommies in favor of Camelot protection. They don't like anything made after 1922, for one. They believe the Great War was a sign from the spirits that we should all return to living in huts. I believe any man, woman, or child should be free to live life as they desire, even if that means wiping their asses with sticks and stones. As expected of the gentry's foot soldiers, the Tommies see the tribe's quirky and strange beliefs as signs of savagery. Take their town's name, for example. Instead of referring to it as Brickton, the way the tribes have taken to calling it, the Tommies insist on referring to it as Brixton. They believe the Tommies are there to civilize them. I believe this is our chance to show the Tommies what civilization truly means. I can see now why you caught Arthur's keen eye. I want you to go to Brickton and find Roach, the tribe's leader. He is a strange man, but you must treat him with utmost respect. He has a plan on how to push the Tommies away, help him return to me, and then perhaps you'll find yourself within Camelot's highest ranks. Words of encouragement, valiant speeches straight from Arthur's mouth, and near constant reminders of what the gentry has taken from us. Or, as the layman calls it, propaganda. What you see here is the result of hard work, perseverance, and my genius idea of stealing the BBM storage key after I quit my job. Now, whatever happens, we have got their bloody equipment and they have not. If we can show the people that Camelot stands for democracy and freedom, then it's only a matter of time before others follow in this tribe's footsteps. And if we can do it while kicking the Tommies in their righteous fannies, well, that's a win-win, isn't it? Good luck, servant of Camelot.
London is the place for me. Hail, Sergeant. That's a broad question. I'm not one to reminisce. Not a good habit for people in my line of work. I was in the forces, commando unit. Had a few tours under my belt. Saw a lot. Learned a little. Not a period of my life I hold in high regard. Later, I became a government advisor on specific tactical implementation. Use of military assets. That sort of thing. A period of my life I hold in contempt. I can't help but feel responsible, in some small part, for the Great War. Look around you. I don't think we did very well on the remit of protecting the people of the United Kingdom. The ultimate hidden truth of the world is that it is something that we make and could just as easily make differently. No, I'm from a small coastal town in the west. Truth be told, there was a time where I'd do anything to avoid being in London. Who do you want to know about? Highly organized, highly motivated, well-trained, and ideologically committed. The one advantage we have over them is their lack of organic support. I wouldn't be confident in that remaining the case, especially if their propaganda techniques gain traction. A threat of yesterday had their hair cut by another outfit of criminals. Think of them like an old landmine. Something that should be disarmed, but easily avoided. London's preeminent criminal gang. About as dangerous as they come, but ultimately susceptible to the issues that plague such organizations. Greed, self-interest, dishonesty. The tactics to defeat criminals are tried and tested. The gentry are the complacent mass that we'll have to shift in order to meaningfully achieve anything in London. Farewell.
Patience is key, for the quest continues.
Is this thing on? Hello? Hello?
Hello. I'm Bradley Fortworth, keeping you calm and carrying you on through the day with the best of classical music and cultural programming, directly from the BBM studios here in wonderful London. The The following piece reminds me of travelling through London on a gentle night after a hard day's work. Is it not the greatest feeling in the world? From me to you, enjoy Claude Debussy's Jeu des Vagues.
Britannia, Britannia all the ways. Britain's never, never, never done its ways.
I see strange storm clouds in your horizon. Be careful.
I humbly welcome you back to the land of Brickton. I had a feeling our fates would align once again. Mother Earth told me so. But I do wish our paths crossed once more under a kinder moon, for this one is littered with cunning and secrecy. Now, me and my fellow tribesmen have come up with 3 simple tasks that will agitate the Tommies and push them out of our land without the need for violence. First, you shall poison their ration supplies with these laxatives. Then, you shall destroy the generator that's powering their turrets. And finally, you'll spread rumours about the man leading this battalion, the dreadful Lieutenant Doyle. Fulfill these 3 tasks, and soon Camelot will have an ally in Brickton.
We are not invested in Arthur's dream of a united London, writhing under his benevolent thumb. We simply wish to be left alone. And unfortunately, the only one willing to grant us that wish was Arthur. Fear makes companions of us all. Why are you wearing clothes? 'Cause someone told you to? 'Cause someone forced you to? I am merely following my instincts. The one thing the Canyon gave me in her infinite wisdom. Like you, I come from the Canyon, and I shall return to it once my days are over. But I know that's not what you want to know. The truth is, I don't remember who I was before I became Roach. I wanted a clean start, so I erased my memory through a mix of hallucinogenics and minor head wounds. And I'd do it again, if I remembered the recipe. The Tommies think they're here to civilize us, simply because we don't follow their beliefs and codes. But tell me, what worth is there in an ideology that has destroyed the world 10 times over and left it to rot? I'd take dying from preventable diseases 1,000 times over destroying the world with my ignorance. Watch your step.
Oh, how I wish we could stay like this forever.
We won't go quietly. You can count on that.
I wish I could meet the Queen.
Stop running around like a cork.
Mind the gap. All that.
Private car, sir! Oh, sorry. Thought you were Lieutenant Doyle for a moment. How can I help you?
Yep, don't mind me. Look close for comfort, mate.
Scared? Me? No, not at all. I have absolutely nothing to say about Lieutenant Doyle. I mean, yes, I don't quite enjoy his methods, and the way he constantly doles out surprise inspections whenever he feels like it. But it is not my place to comment on these things. Really? What is it? What? That can't be true. He promised to stay with us until the Brixton mission was done. Then again, he's always spoken poorly about our performance. And his disdain for Brixton is hard to miss. Thank you for sharing, but I need to tell my mates about this.
You'd have to be insane to take on the Tommies.
I've lived enough years to know this world will never run out of surprises.
Wish I could meet the Queen.
Only the rain could ruin such a day as this one.
Mind the gap and all that.
I see strange storm clouds in your horizon. Be careful.
The earth trembles at your mighty footsteps. Has the great work begun? I've seen the fruits of your labour. Tommies whispering rumours in between hurried trips to the loo and feeble attempts to fix their machines. For our next step, we're going after Major Sneed, a man who craves the city's crippling comforts, which is my way of saying that whenever he's here, he's always on the edge of giving up. Soon he'll be arriving in Brickton for his annual checkup, an affair he dreads with every passing winter. Through your handiwork, we're going to give him the little push he needs. First, you will spread anti-Sneed graffiti around his beloved outpost. Then, you will set fire to a pile of precious cow manure and create a foul smell over Brickton. And, finally, you will spread rumours about our dear Major. Farewell. Good luck. Tread lightly.
Oh, how I wish we could stay like this forever.
Be insane to take on the Tommies.
The back! I told all of my mates at the barracks about you. We knew there was something strange about Doyle. Well, go on then. Tell me. Liquidated? Laziness? I've heard enough. That man wouldn't know what effort looks like if it hit him in the face. Thank you for telling me the truth. Now it's my turn to go and share it.
I see strange storm clouds in your horizon. Be careful.
The earth trembles at your mighty footsteps. There goes your labours. Yes, the fruits of your labour fill the air. Be it the sweet scent of manure, or even the sweeter sound of Sneedly insults. Laura, what's wrong?
It's Sneed. He's arrived at the gate and he's most unhappy.
Is that so? Wayfarer, go with Laura. See what you can learn and what we can use.
Row, Britannia! Britannia overways! Britons never, never, never
disappointment to Queen and country!
Yes, sir. My apologies, sir.
I assigned you here to civilize these savages and to teach them the ways of our society, and what do I find? One of you geniuses mixed in laxatives with your rations, and now the toilets are filled to the brim with dung.
We won't go quietly. You can count on that.
Your generators have been sabotaged under your very eyes, and now the entire outpost is without electricity. I've heard disrespectful soldiers whispering nasty words about your great Lieutenant Doyle. Some ruffian has plastered uncivil words about me upon the outpost's walls. Soldiers have been asking me about baseless rumors, the origin of which puzzles and annoys me. The entire outpost smells like cow shite no matter where you bloody are. And if that wasn't enough, now my precious wagon, filled with all of my necessities, is stuck on the path to this godforsaken place. That is why all of you are now on cleanup duty, and if I hear one word about it, I swear I'll send this entire outpost to the pits. Dismissed.
Sir. Yes, sir. You heard your superior officer. Move it, move it, move it!
You should tell Roach about this. I'll keep watch.
Mind the gap and all that.
I see strange storm clouds in your horizon.
I've seen this wagon before. Its mythical wagon is filled to the brim with trinkets and gadgetry and the sort of oddities this is a golden opportunity indeed need to survive. Now if Sneed were to find out that all of his extravagances were stolen, he might shut down the outpost for good. Wayfarer, how would you like to play Robin Hood? Because I need you to perform a little highway robbery. Take this letter and this hat. It identifies you as the Brickton Shadow, a notorious yet fictional highwayman, certain to strike fear into Sneed's heart. I'll leave the rest up to you. I'm sorry, what did you say? I'm a trifle deaf in this ear. Only the Canyon's fiercest sentry, defender of her blessed land, a modern-day legend devised by yours truly. Go forth, Shadow. I wish we would stay like this forever.
If there's one thing I've learned in my many years, it's the importance of trade secrets.
Now, look alive, Goose. We can't have anyone rifling through the Major's belongings. Halt!
State
This
your
area
business
is
off
off
limits,
prepared to face
civilian.
the cold steel of justice. The what? Blimey, you are a loony. Goose, let's put this dunce out of their misery. Open fire on this traitor.
Behold, your new... You're quite good at this. How many corpses have you looted before?
It'd have to be insane to take on the Tommies.
Who the devil are you? And why are you not marching up and down this outpost like I told you all to do? Brixton what? Give me that. My God, I knew it. These people are barbarians. Well, if they'd rather live in the filth and grime, so be it. I won't waste my time civilizing them no more. Lieutenant Doyle, come here at once.
Yes, sir.
Long live our noble queen.
I've had enough of this place. By the power invested in me, I am officially ordering the full and total abandonment of the godforsaken town of Brixton.
Thank God, sir. I'll be happy to never see this place ever again in my life.
You and me, Doyle. You and me. May these people rot in the rat-infested hell of their own creation. We'll leave that fellow Woodward here. He's basically native at this point anyway. Now, let's get the hell out of here.
Sir. Yes, sir.
your work and my lucky finally over. Fashioned out a boat Tommies harvested from the canyon herself. All thanks to your best efforts. Not only as a charm, but a symbol, a representation of our enduring love for you, Wayfarer. Now go, and may the canyon watch you on your future endeavours.
Mother Earth thanks you.
Even now, the grand seed of what you've done germinates within us.
Hail, Sergeant. If it isn't the Brickton Shadow. That's what the folks back in Brickton are calling you. I heard the news over an encrypted radio frequency. Here, good pay for good work. Just don't let it get to your head, and we have much work ahead of us. Hurry on back to Merlin, and tell him to send the troops so they can occupy Brickton.
London is the place for me.
Patience is key, for the quest continues.
You have eyes. Use them.
Ever vigilant.
Only one casualty. Excellent. Ah, poor phrasing. Tragic. Who was it?
Sergeant Brown, sir. Landmine.
A good man. An enthusiastic soldier. Was the outpost damaged in the attack?
Superficially, sir.
What's the combat readiness of the position?
Well, it's not an easy question to answer.
Well, it's all relative, isn't it, my young scout? My questions are easier than the bullets and blades that follow them. Eh?
Gawain thinks there's quite a lot of work to be done.
Knight Gawain. Respect the rank, Scout. So you're telling me the outpost has been stripped? Was hoping it'd be equipped. We're stretched thin.
Sergeant Pilly disagrees, of course.
Sergeant Pilly? Who on earth is that? Scout, we are fighting for our lives here. I need an objective analysis of the battlefield. Stop covering your ass in some vain attempt to make me happy. Have a clear and succinct report on my desk in the hour. Dismissed.
Yes, sir.
So, you're the one I have to thank for Brickton, hmm? Fine work you did. You must tell me about this shadow business one of these days. But for now, there are more pressing concerns. Your rank, Sergeant, is no befitting title for one who takes out an outpost single-handedly. From this day forth, shall hold the rank of Knight. May you honor it well in these coming endeavors.